If you're following along with my videos, you'll know that last time I got the sludge trap out. I'm thrilled about that. What I'm doing is I've got a T140V Bonneville that I bought as a reimported one. I'm restomodding, desert sledding it, that kind of thing. And my main intention was initially to clean the sludge trap. So I've dug my way all the way into the engine, which is quite exciting in its own right. Found a few problems along the way, but the sludge trap came out okay. In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the sludge trap itself, compare it to one of a new one that I've got, see which one I'm going to use, clean out the crankshaft where the sludge trap goes into, test that the oil's going to flow through it, have a look at the journals to make sure that they, see if they are good to go again, check the crankshaft over as much as I can, and then I'll be at the point where I'm going to start putting it all back together. The sludge that's in here is actually stuff that's come out of the oil. Might be, from bearings, from the clutch, from all sorts of things, but that's where it basically is coming from. And carbon perhaps that's been, got past the rings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in some of my favourite cleaner, which is white spirit. And I think that'll clean most of this out. And then I'm going to get the crank in a way so I can pour some white spirit in there. And that's what I'm going to do, is clean it through. Oh, and the good thing with white spirit is you can reuse it until it's too dirty to use. Most of the dirt will just settle down out of it. The sludge I've collected so far, and I think that I'll try and catch whatever I can, but I don't think there's going to be much more than that. So I'm going to let that soak in there for a while, and I'll have a look at the crank. You could see how these two holes here were letting the white spirit through. What I'll have to do is jiggle it about, white spirit, a brush, bit of brake cleaner, and get all of the crap out of this tube, and then I'll check that one. I gave it a good swill and I've left it in overnight. I've tilted it to one side so I get maximum use of a little bit of white spirit. But I've noticed that where this sludge at the top and it's dried out, you can definitely see little sparkles of metal in there. And this is obviously from the bearings, and this is the sludge trap doing what it's intended to do, taking all the little fine particles out of the oil. It does look worrying, but I think actually it's not that big a worry, and also I'm replacing sort of every bearing in here, so really can't worry about that. Cleaned the tap, ready for next time. So I've given it a really good clean, and it's still discoloured, but it's clean inside and whatever. I've got a new one, and that's the part number if you needed the part number. And in reality, I don't see any reason. I'm just going to put that one back in. The other thing is, I've already got the threads for next time somebody takes it out. They're going to go, oh, maybe I'll thread something in there and pull it. So clean that. I'll give it another clean before it actually does go in, but that's going back into my engine. This is about all of the sludge. There might be perhaps another 20% more than this, because the actual slot inside the crankshaft didn't have very much in at all, and the bit that I did get I scraped onto here. So it wasn't a very, very dirty sludge trap, but it was worth doing. And these can be blocked, and if they're blocked, it is a real problem. Okay, so that's enough with the sludge trap. Let's move on and finish off cleaning the crank. by squirting brake cleaner in and squidging in. As you can see, it's got gradually cleaner and cleaner, and now there's virtually no stains coming out. So I'll give it a final clean, and then before I start to put it together, I will give it another quick swill over and a blow through with compressed air. But let's see what this final one looks like. There we go, it's looking a lot better now. So an important part of this to make sure it's clean is not just inside here, is there's a drill way here that comes out into there. You have to make sure that's definitely not blocked. So if I squirt some in here now, having cleaned it, you should see it coming out there. Next thing I'm going to do is check these journals. I'll see if they're stained, I'll see if there's any marks that are actually deep within them, and I'm going to measure them to see how they are against the standard. Having checked the journals over, yes, there is some staining, but there are no scores of any description on there. And measuring them with my trusty vernier, I think it's the standard journals, and I think that they're within spec. The measurements I've been getting are all on the higher side of the spec. I think it's 41.25 millimeters is the maximum size for standard. My sludge trap came out okay. I've cleaned it all out. Everything will obviously have another clean before it all goes back together. You just, common sense says, keep making it cleaner, keep making it cleaner. I think what I'm going to do now though is I'm going to concentrate on the cases. What I need to do is get them cleaned, and I want to get them painted. So I'm going to be looking at doing that, but I can't do that while there's snow outside. So that might be a couple of weeks time. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start looking at the rolling chassis again for now, and I think I'm going to play about with the rear brake and such like. So if you want to watch along and you want to see what happens next, and you want to see when I get back to this engine, do subscribe, do give us a like if you can, and thanks very much for watching.